So I am back to do my NFL power rankings because last time my NFL power rankings were very well received. I think people like my approach to it. They like the logical approach that I took. And they've also aged very well in terms of what teams have done since I recorded it. So I'm going to do one this week because it's week 16. I think this is an absolutely pivotal week. The next time I'll do one will be week 18. And this is pivotal because I think it will decide who is the number one seed in the NFC. The winner of the NFC West will go on to be the number one seed, in my opinion. And I think that will come from the winner of the game between the Seahawks and the Rams. So for me, this is going to decide the number one seed in the division and the number one seed in the conference as well. So a crucial matchup. So there'll be no point me doing week 17 because you'll know who I have in the number one spot. And that probably won't change in week 18 as well. But I will be back for week 18. But for now, here are my NFL power rankings for week 16. The Ravens have fallen massively short of expectations. Many people had them penciled in to make it to the Super Bowl as the winners of the AFC, but they have massively under-delivered. Yet I still can't seem to give up on them because if the Ravens put it together, they can do what they did last week, which is wipe out the Bengals. I was ready to give up after they lost to the Steelers, but if they do get through to the postseason, they are still going to be a team who you don't want to play against. At number 9, you have the Green Bay Packers. They've dropped way down because of two very significant injuries. I think Watson is as significant as Parsons. I think without those two players, they can't do anything in the postseason. I think without those two players, they might not even make it through to the postseason. And number 8, quietly sneaking in, are the San Francisco 49ers. They weren't in my last list, but they have got here now. They are quietly taking care of their business. And if Seattle beat the Rams tonight, this team could still go on and surprise everybody by winning their division, something that was unthinkable a few weeks back. At number 7, we have the New England Patriots. They've dropped down because of their loss last week. Everybody always felt that they were fraudulent because they didn't have any significant victories other than that lucky one they had away in Buffalo. Buffalo went on to win the rematch last week. New England blew a 21-point lead. That doesn't give you great confidence in this team going into the playoffs. At number 6, we have the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos are very likely to be the number one seeds. Yet why do I still not believe in them, even though they've taken care of Green Bay and the Chiefs at home? The Chiefs have shown that they were a shadow of the team that formerly won Super Bowl after Super Bowl. The Green Bay victory was largely down to those injuries that I already mentioned, and Denver came back from 23-14 down. They do deserve credit for the comeback, but I simply just still do not believe in this team and their ability to get to the Super Bowl. And number 5, we have the Chicago Bears. I feel the Bears are going to now go on and win that NFC North, finishing above the Packers and the Bears. I think the Packers' injuries have put it in the Bears' hands, and I think the Bears would be hugely disappointed if they didn't win Saturday's game against Green Bay, even though the books for some reason have them as the underdog. And number 4, I have the Seattle Seahawks. They've dropped down from number 1. This is simply down to who I think will win tonight's game. And I've changed my mind about who wins it. I'm now going to go with the Rams. This is twofold. This is because of the Seahawks' poor performance at the weekend and the Rams' very, very good performance against Detroit at the weekend. They overcame adversity. They made a big comeback and they won the game in the end convincingly. That impressed me enough to take the Rams to win this game. If the Seahawks do manage to win, there's no reason to do a power ranking next week because you can just swap those two positions over. Seahawks will go back to number 1 and the Rams will go down to number 4. Both of these two teams are going to be dangerous in the playoffs, even if they have to do it all on the road. But obviously the number 1 position has to go to the number 1 team in the NFC. Sandwiched between 4 and 1, you have two AFC teams. We begin with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills got it done on the road last week against New England. Now, I still believe that Josh Allen and the Bills need to be playing at home in order to come through in the AFC. But with Josh Allen, you can win any game because he makes incredible plays. He's going to be the best player playing in the the playoffs, he's going to be the biggest game changer in the playoffs. So that does give you a chance in the playoffs, whether you are at home or away. And number 2, I have the Houston Texans. We know they can get it done on the road. They've got it done away to the Colts. They've got it done away to the Chiefs. They have the best defense in the NFL, and we all know that defense travels. This is going to be a massively dangerous team, and right now they are my picks to win the AFC and to go to the Super Bowl. And who will they play? Well, at the moment, I think it will be the LA Rams, and I have them here at number 1. As I mentioned earlier, I do expect them to find a way to win tonight's game. I trust the quarterback far more. I trust Stafford way more than I do Sam Darnold to win a big game. I think they have the better coach. They don't have the better defense. They obviously don't have home field advantage going into this game, but they do have more experience, and I liked what I saw from them at the weekend far more than what I saw from the Seahawks. Were Seahawks looking past Indianapolis and Old Man Rivers? Am I reading too much into that performance? Maybe, and if I am, then simply all we need to do is swap these two over next week and the Rams will go down to 4.